So, according to reports, Antonio Brown to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 99% done. He's meeting with them Saturday. So, it sounds like he's going to wrap a deal up with them tomorrow. So, Brown, he would add more firepower to a already explosive Bucs offense. Now, you're going to have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, Ronald Jones, Brady, and Leonard Fournette. That's going to be tons of guys on that offense and a lot of mouths to feed there for sure. But Brady loves Brown. They were on the team last year for a couple weeks. Brown not eligible to come back to week 9 as he has 2 more games left in his suspension. But the Bucs swooping in at the right time to get Brown. And we heard talks in the offseason that the Bucs were interested, but I guess they waited to see what the NFL's ruling was going to be on Antonio Brown. And now that the 8 games are just about up, Brown, they signed him. But let's be honest, he's not going to have a huge role in this Tampa Bay offense, at least for the first few weeks. And is he still in game shape? We saw in the offseason he was practicing a lot with Russell Wilson, was Brown. But that's just video. He hasn't been on an NFL roster or on the field since week 3 or 4 last year, when he had a great game with the Patriots in Miami. And then the Patriots washed their hands of Brown as more bad news and publicity came out about him. So Brown now, he's been off a year. He's in Tampa. It's going to be, if he acts up one wrong thing or something else comes out about him, they'll cut him. But with Tom there, Brown will stay in line because, Tom Brady, he's a leader of men in locker rooms, and they follow his lead. And as far as the fantasy purpose goes, you got Godwin and Evans there, and Gronk, like I said, in the passing game, and little Scotty Miller, who Brady targets a lot in most games, it seems like. But Brown, this week, I've seen his percentage of ownage has went up 53%, so he's only 40% not owned in Yahoo leagues. But after this news keeps coming out, as we just dropped a few minutes ago, Brown might jump to 80% owned by the end of the weekend. So if Brown is out there in your league somehow, I would take a chance and sign him. But don't expect Antonio Brown in his prime like he was on Pittsburgh. So many mouths to feed. People, I see a lot asking if they should start Chris Godwin or Mike Evans against other receivers. But now adding Brown to this offense, you're going to take maybe more production away from those guys. Brown, you're just going to put him on your bench for now and see what he does. But most people already did that if he's owned in 60% of Yahoo fantasy leagues. But I don't see Brown having big games. He's good for a replacement fill-in or your third receiver, or if you're in a super flex league, to put in your lineup. But Antonio Brown to Tampa Bay looks like it's a done deal. It will be official tomorrow unless something happens for fantasy. I don't know if you could expect much from him. Like I said, a third receiver or a flex or a good fill-in, because you got Mike Evans, you got Godwin there, too many guys on the field. And what's the Brown maybe could have a little couple games, 200-yard games or something, but I don't see him having a great impact. He's still got to learn the playbook. Arians, he's not just going to throw him out there, I think. So if you're going to get anything from Brown, it's going to be week 11 or 12. You'll start seeing him do something for your fantasy team. So if you're a team that's 5-1 and 6-0 right now, and you have Brown, you can wait on him. But teams that are 1-5 or 2-4 with their season on the line and they need players to produce now, I don't think Antonio Brown will make a difference for you. Like I said, till week 11 or 12, I could see him have an impact. So Brown, if you get him, great. If you don't, I don't think it's a big deal, because it's going to take him time to get back into playing shape and learn the playbook. And Bruce Arians, he tolerates nothing. So if you don't like what you're doing or whatever, he's going to cut you or bench you, like we've seen with Leonard Fournette. They've pretty much made him active but not played him. I know it was an injury thing, but this is what Arians is going to do. So Antonio Brown signing with the Bucs, 99% that it's going to get done tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with AB. He's back in the league, 32 years old. Can he keep himself out of trouble? or will he get back in trouble? Because this is his last chance. And we'll see what he could do for fantasy teams. And if more people are going to go out there to the free agent pool and add him now in their fantasy leagues.